afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Monday, the 19th of May. Declining natural gas production could soon be felt in shops. Diminishing supplies meant production fell 20% year on year in the first quarter. Gas-using businesses say they fear future price hikes when supplier contracts are renewed. The Employers and Manufacturers Association's Alan McDonald says the pinch will inevitably be felt by the rest of the population.
If there's a high input for energy or electricity, so if gas becomes more expensive, electricity becomes more expensive, that is going to flow through to consumers.
This week's budget sets aside $75 million over 4 years to encourage foreign investment. Finance Minister Nicola Willis says it'll remove tax roadblocks and help startups. Here's senior political reporter Sophie Trigger.
Nicola Willis says low capital intensity and low rates of foreign direct investment are partly to blame for relatively low productivity rates. But she says to generate growth, New Zealand needs more offshore investment and the international know-how it brings. $65 million is being allocated towards a change to the rules pending consultation, and another $10 million to defer tax liability of some employee share schemes.
A 35-year-old arsonist has been sentenced to 2 years and 6 months in prison for a fire at an Auckland backpackers in April last year. Jordan Dunn was in court.
Karina Tangi Flavels appeared in Auckland District Court today after pleading guilty to arson and theft. Her father was in the largely empty public gallery. 10 people escaped the flames at Parnell's City Garden Lodge, many left with only the possessions they could carry. The lodge had to be demolished. Flavel remained emotionless as Judge David Sharp passed down the sentence, which included reductions for her guilty plea, remorse, and a background including drug and alcohol addiction.
A new report's vehement. A crisis in learning support is putting children at risk. Aotearoa Educators Collective's new study highlights long-standing issues with access, resourcing and exclusion. It insists policymakers need to recognise the dire level of classroom need and asks for drastic action. Spokesperson Sarah Iono says conversations with principals illustrate the urgency of the problem.
They are really worried that they're going to have a child die under their care because they can't monitor these children because of a lack of funding and a lack of support to be able to keep these children safe during the school day.
Hopes something good can come out of Joe Biden's prostate cancer diagnosis. The former US president has an aggressive form of the cancer, which has spread to his bones. Prostate Cancer Foundation Chief Executive Peter Dickens says about 1 in 8 New Zealand men are diagnosed with the disease. He says it's vital for men to start getting checked when they reach middle age.
When there is a diagnosis of someone who is in the public eye, it does really shed light on the issue of prostate cancer in this country.
To sport, and Warriors halfback Luke Metcalf has moved to the top of the Dally M medal standings after round 11 of League's NRL. And New South Wales prop Payne Haas has been cleared to join the squad for next Wednesday's State of Origin series opener in Brisbane. Incoming Wallabies coach Les Kiss will take charge of the Australia-New Zealand Invitation 15 to play the British and Irish Lions in Adelaide in July. Rookie Robert Schwartzman singing his engineer's praises after coming from nowhere to claim pole position for the Indy 500. That is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.